Hello, welcome back to Operation Red Barron. It is the spring of 1915. It is Russia's turn. So we got two major factories. So we're going to go for improved logistics as blue and armored vehicles as orange. We need a 6 for orange and a 7 for blue. And we got 212. So we are starting out good. So that will complete improved logistics for Russia, and it will start them. Right now, Rondels. I gotta get one. I'll start them with armored vehicles at stage 1. Okay, so for $25, we're buying a Kozak, we're laying a mine, 3 infantry, a train, and we're cash and carrying an artillery. That's our full 25. We have 1 free diplomacy roll, so we are going to try to move down Bulgaria. So we need a 2 or less here. That is a 7, so that is no good. Okay. So battles, we're going to do an attrition attack. We're going to convoy raid the Ottoman line, convoy raid the German line up there. We're going to attrition attack into Galicia, and we're going to attack Saxony with everything from Grando province. I believe that is it for my attacks. I'm trying to look over the board, make sure I got everything correct here. Yeah. So let's start up with the coastal sub for the Germans. So we got Russia versus Germany at a +1. And Germany got 4, they got 3, so there's no damage done there. Then we're going to the Russians versus the Ottomans, once again +1. And that is 7 to 4, so we'll do $1 damage to the Ottoman line, no damage to the German line this turn though. Okay, so they are both done. $1, none. Okay, the cruiser is going to come out of port into A14. And he is going to lay a mine. And then he's going to go back into port. So there's now a Russian mine in A14. Okay. We got 2 artillery into Galicia. 1 into Transcaucasia. From Transcaucasia into Eastern Anatolia. And then 1 from Primorsky Krai into Korea. So let's start with the 2 going into Galicia. We need 1s. 6 and 9 is no good. We got the 1 into Eastern Anatolia. That's a double 1, that doesn't count. And the 1 into Korea. Once again, 11, so no good. So all the attrition attacks failed this turn. So then all we should have left in combat is these 4 guys right here versus everybody from Congress of Poland. And we are going to use the gas, I think. Yeah, we're going to use the gas. So we're going to have 4 at 5. We are going to move up the cavalry. The Kozak will be at 4. 5 infantry at 2, or 6 infantry at 2, and 1's going to be moved up. And these guys will observe the next round if we get there, but for now they're going to sit there. And then defending, they have an artillery at 4, an infantry at 4, and let me double check the guards here quickly. German Jaegers defensive at 5. Okay, so we got 2 at 5. Okay, so first strikes we have 4 at 5. We got 4 at 5. And we're going to get 3 hits. That's just crazy, but 3 hits. And he's going to have 1 at a 4. And that is a 10, so that is no good. So he loses 3. So we lose the artillery and infantry and 1 of the Jaegers. Okay, so then I got 4 at 4. 4 at 4, which are blue. 1 at 3, which is yellow. And 6 at 2, which are red. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we are going to get 1, 2, 3 more hits. We only need 1, so he's going to have 1 at a 5 on defense. And that's another 12. So we will take that. The chlorine gas is gone. With 4 artillery, 2 fighters, 3 cavalry, 1 Cossack, and 7 infantry. Okay, we'll take this back. Need a Russian roundel. Hey, that's worth $2. And the army is now singing Saxony. So we will move the Russians up $2 to 22. And the Germans will go down $2 to 30. Okay. Now my non-combat movements. We are going to unload the infantry that was on the transport from last turn in the Transcaucasia, giving us 4 infantry in Transcaucasia and forming a trench line, since we have defense in depth. So we'll put our little trench thingy there to remind us. Okay. We are going to rail the infantry from southern Ukraine over to Pomorsky Krai. We are going to rail, because I got improved logistics and I get a 3rd rail. We're going to rail the artillery from Kola down to western Ukraine. We are going to then rail the infantry from Petrograd to Pomorsky Krai, giving us 3 there now. The cavalry in Kola is going to go 1, 2 into Petrograd. The 2 ships in Petrograd are back into port. The cruiser and the TBD in M11 are coming out of port, and only the transport is left in port still. The infantry in Grando province is going to walk over to Congress of Poland. The Cossack is going to go 1, 2 into western Ukraine. Okay, so I think that is all my non-combat movements now. So then we gotta go place units. So let's go grab this plate quickly. Okay. So the train is going into Kiev. The Cossack is going into Warsaw. The artillery cash and carry is going over here to the United States to be sent later. 1 infantry is going into Pomorsky Krai, giving us 4 over there, putting us entrenched in Pomorsky Krai. 1 infantry is going down to Transcaucasia, giving us 5 there. And the last infantry is going to go into Grando province. Okay. I think that is it. So, last thing we got to do is wartime income and disposition here. So, wartime income, 6 and a 1 is 7, plus 22 is 29. We got nothing on the charts there. So, we will have 25, 26, 27, 29 in the bank for next turn. And quick disposition of forces here. We now have 4 infantry, artillery, and a militia in Pomorsky Krai, so we are entrenched there. We have 5 infantry, a Cossack, an artillery in Transcaucasia, so we're entrenched there. A militia in Armenia. A cruiser and TBD in C-Zone M11, along with a coastal sub that rated for $1. Transport import in Crimea, along with an infantry and a fortification. In Kiev, we have a train. In western Ukraine, we have 4, 5, 6 infantry, 3 artillery, and a Cossack. Grando Province has an infantry. Warsaw has a Cossack. Congress of Poland has an infantry. East Prussia has an infantry. Petrograd has a has a cavalry. Sorry, the guy I placed in Grando Province, guys. I'm going to move him. Sorry, I'm going to put him in Petrograd. So Petrograd will have an infantry and a cavalry. There'll be nothing in Grando Province. Sorry for the confusion. Pre-dread and cruiser import in Petrograd. Infantry in southern Finland. Mine in A11. A13 has a coastal sub that rated for $0. It missed. And then in Saxony, we have 4 artillery, 2 fighters, 3 cavalry, 1 Cossack, and 7 infantry. So we have a trench line there. We did make some adjustments to Serbia. So Serbia has 6 British infantry entrenched, 4 Russian infantry entrenched, and 1 French mountain man. I believe that is it. If there are any questions, guys, please ask. And we will see you guys next year.